Greetings, this is Adam Marn, this is my channel Eyes Wide Shut. I just went into a shop today. It sounds like fiddle. I have to be careful of what I say, or else my video will get pulled down. And I couldn't believe the amount of people I seen walking around in there, man. Alright, and then when they went to the tills, most people were going to the automated checkout. There's only a few people I saw in the shop actually paying for goods with cash. I'll say out of 60 people I saw in the shop there's only about probably 8 or 10 paying by cash, and the rest was paying by card or using automated services, using their phones to pay for goods. There's us out here right now, right? There's many of us out here right now trying to help humanity, trying to say, listen, don't use digital cards, don't use digital ID, because this is just leading us to a trap. It's going to lead us to a trap. Don't you care about your future? Don't you care about your kids' futures? Don't you care about the people who work in these shops? Don't you care about their futures? You know, I speak to some of these shop assistants and I say to them, listen, do you realize in a few years' time, with all these automated checkout services, you're going to be out of a job? Yeah? You're going to be out of a job. And the other ploys that they use in these shops as well is they'll only have 1 or 2 tills open for customers, and the rest is all self-checkouts. So you try and get people fed up of standing in queues and go over and use the self-checkout service. Well, I'd rather stand there for a couple of hours if it comes down to that to get served. I'd rather wait a couple of hours rather than use this automated services, because I'm telling you, we're gonna get over foobarred, right? Beyond all belief, foobarred. People just ain't listening. There's loads of people that's been protesting going down into London and Birmingham, Manchester, and all these big cities, saying they don't want no digital ID cards. They don't want no digital money because they know it's an entrapment. An entrapment. Every single thing that you purchase, the government will know about. If you do something wrong, they can just stop your money. They could take money out of your account. If you go online and you say something about somebody, they can stop your money. If you drive, it could be another thing, like say, you might have ate too much meat, you might have ordered too much meat, you might have had too much milk, you might have had too much dairy products, and guess what? They can stop you, right? Because they have the technology now to be able to stop you from having and purchasing certain things, certain goods, certain items. Is this the kind of world that you want to live in, right? Where the state knows every single thing that you're doing, everything that you're purchasing, everywhere that you're going. Soon you'll be limited to how many times a year you can fly. You're going to be limited to how many times a year you can come out these smart cities which they're building. And cities such as Bristol, London, Manchester, Liverpool, Edinburgh, these cities have signed up to this smart city scheme. You can see all the works that's going on in some of these cities. And then on top of that, you got ULIS, which is also part of the smart city agenda. And you got people such as Blade Runners in London. They've been chopping down these signs, these ULIS signs. They've been chopping down the cameras. They've been cutting down some of these 5G towers. And YouTube, just in case you want to pull this video, I didn't condone any violence. I'm not condoning any violence of any. In other words, what I'm saying, I am not enticing anybody to go out there and to go chop down signs, right? That's not what I'm telling anybody to do, right? So don't bother saying that I'm here trying to entice people. Blade Runners, go check them out. There's loads of videos about them. The Blade Runners. They're fed up with what's going on. Sorry, they're fed up to the hills, getting fines and penalties for driving into clean air zones. They're getting fed up with it all. There's a book here. You should read it, by George Orwell. Yeah? Where he talks about a dystopic world, a dystopic society. Go read this book. It's very informative. What's happening now is in this book. Some of the things that George Orwell was talking about is in this book here, 1984, by George Orwell. Read another one called The Animal Farm, okay? Not The Animal Farm, it's called Animal Farm. That's by George Orwell as well. Go read upon Aldous Huxley. Aldous Huxley. A Brave New World. They all talk about this dystopic state, this surveillance state that we're starting to live in. I just don't know what to say. It just upsets me because when I go into shops and I see people just using their phones to pay for goods, and I see people using the apps on their phone to pay for goods, I just think to myself, you know what? You're fucking lost, man. You are so fucking lost. Or you just don't care. You don't care about what's happening to society. And we're living in a surveillance society. Everything that you do, everything that you say is being recorded. Every keyboard stroke is being monitored when you're on a computer. Your biometrics has been taken every time you're walking into a shop. You see police officers sat in the back of a van with the cameras scanning people, invading people's privacy. Is this the kind of world really that you want? Seriously. Seriously, some people ain't thinking, man. I see some people walking around and they're like zombies. And the other thing that's really pissing me off at the moment, nobody seems to be looking up at the sky and see what's going on up in the sky. The spraying stuff, right? Poisons up in the sky there, right? Which is affecting the plants. It's not only affecting the plants, it's affecting us because we're breathing in these heavy metals, yeah? Beryllium and aluminium and things like that. They're spraying the skies and nobody's looking up. They're too busy with their heads down in their phone, right? Can you not see it's chemtrails? Can you not see it's chemtrails? That ain't no ordinary cloud that you see up in the sky. And these people, the people who are flying these planes, and I'm going to say it again, the people who's flying these planes and dropping these poisonous chemicals on people, you should be ashamed of yourself because you got family. You got family, right? And you're poisoning off them as well. So that tells me that you're a heartless person, man. You are heartless. You're getting paid good money to spray the sky with these chemicals, which is affecting us. Some people are talking about this ringing they're getting in their ears, right? Just talking about the ringing that they're getting in their ears is because of the flipping 5G technology and the stuff they're spraying in the sky. Trust what I'm telling you. People need to wake up because soon you will have no life. It's like you don't care. You don't seem to care about anybody except for yourself. And the government, if they really cared that much about their citizens, they'd give them more choice. At least give people the option to pay for things by cash or to pay by app, right? For those people who want to pay by app, they can pay by app. And those who want to pay by cash can pay by cash. But you're taking away the choices from people. You're telling people that soon everything will be digital. Digital money, digital cards, ID cards, right? Digital cities, these smart cities they're trying to get us to live in, right? Smart meters, smart fridges, everything's smart. It's all on the grid, so you can just switch these things off whenever you want. What kind of control? Look at the amount of control. Look at the amount of control they'll have. They'll be able to even switch off your car. Because these smart cars that's coming out soon, you think you're going to have access to be able to just go anywhere you want to? They'll be able to just switch off the car so you can't use it. All of this sounds like fictional to you. It seems like it's all fictional to you. You're going to wake up one day and you're going to realize that you've lost your life. You lost your life. You have no more life. And those people that's out there protesting and trying to help you, you don't see what they're doing, that they're trying to help humanity. You lot are lost, man. Those ones I'm talking about, who's just accepting of all of this technology. Because it's going to take our jobs away from us. And when you haven't got no jobs, what are you going to do? How are you going to survive? They're spraying the sky with all kind of crap. And that stuff gets into your system, along with this thing they're giving people, right? The BAP have control of the food as well, and telling you what you can eat and what you can't eat. Look what they're doing to cows now, because they're saying that cows and goats and things like that, ruminant animals, give off too much methane. So they're doing something to the cows. You better mind. You just better be careful of what it is that you're digesting now. Anyway, I've had my rant. Time for you to wake up. Seriously, wake up. Because your livelihood, your freedoms are at stake right now. Going into 2026, you're going to see so much people, right, who are going to be in a right depressive state because of the loss of their freedoms. Stand up for your rights, like how other people stand up for theirs at the moment. And they stand up for yours, but you're too damn lazy to want to do something for yourself. Yes, go ahead. You lot do your marches, do your protesting, do your petitions. I don't want nothing to do with any of that. Right? You just want to live a life of convenience. Well, that convenience is going to come at a price. Anyway, this is Al Adamara with another video.